Hello and welcome everybody. This is your commentator and I'm opening back here to game 2 of the match I had against Jack in the Coastal Kalos rotation battle. So yeah, let's just get into it once the video starts. And before it starts, don't mind the angle, like I always say, and the quality should be okay, but don't mind the angle. I'm always trying to figure that out since I don't have a 3DS capture board. But anyways, Jack here is going to lead off with Mawile, Heliolisk, and Clotzer. And I decided to switch it up from the last time. Instead of leading off with Lapras, I lead off with Starmie along with Absol and Carbink. Now, not only I can't touch Mawile with Carbink, I rotate into Starmie, and I'm going to go for a Hydro Pump. And if I was Eevee trained, well, this would definitely have taken him out. But since it's not, he lives and is able to go for a Thunder Fang as he predicted me to go into my Starmie. And then he gets the paralysis. So I'm like, Starmie, you have no use. So he rotates into his Heliolisk, not confident that he'll outspeed even with the paralysis with his Mawile. So he takes me out with his Heliolisk. Now I go into Tauros, and predicting him to want to save his Heliolisk since I have Earthquake, and predicting him to go into Clotzer, I go for a Return, which is not going to do nearly enough damage to take him out, as he predicts me to do that, and goes for a Focus Blast, which will definitely take out my Tauros. So, right now, I'm already down 6-4, which looks bad for me. It kind of does. So I'm going to go into Pinsir, and predicting him to stay in with his Heliolisk because he switches out into Siglith, I'm going to be rotating into Absol and going straight for a Sucker Punch, predicting him to be Scarf Heliolisk. But he just swapped out to save his Heliolisk. I don't think he predicted me to go into Absol. Now I go back into Pinsir. These things are more specially defensively based, or what? I don't even know why I switched out into Pinsir, but I go into Pinsir because I have the Stone Edge, and I'm gonna go for said Stone Edge, and it's gonna take him right out. So we're not doing too bad now. We're coming back. We're down 5-4 now, and now I get the Moxie boost. Now he's gonna go into Sock, as I predicted to stay in with Sock, and I go into Carbink. He predicts that and goes into Clotzer and goes for a Water Pulse. So I'm like, dang, and he gets a crit Water Pulse. Now I'm down 5-3. So this battle isn't going as well as I thought it would at the start for me. So I go into Lapras, and I predict him to rotate out of Clotzer. And I go straight for well, no, I predicted him to stay in. I don't even know what I predicted. I think I predicted him to rotate out. I went for a Night Slash. But whatever. I just take him on with a Play Rough. That's all that matters. Now Sock is out. And now he brings in his own Absol, as I go into Lapras, predicting him to go into his Clotzer, as he goes for a Stone Edge. At that point, I forgot he was mixed, but I'm just going to go for a Freezer, like I said, predicting the Clotzer to rotate in. Excuse me. So now, wanting to save my Lapras, I'm going to rotate back into Absol and outspeed the regular Absol and go for a Play Rough. So down goes Absol. Now he's going to go back out into Heliolisk. I go into Pinsir, predicting him to not want to take a Sucker Punch. And I go for a Stone Edge, but it misses on the Clotzer, and he goes for a Water Pulse. And I take so much damage from that. And I go into Lapras, predicting the second Water Pulse, and I get the Water Absorbs. Now, getting lots of health back on my Lapras. Now I go for a Freezer to get as much super effective damage as I can on this Clotzer. It does 75% damage, holy crap! And now, predicting him to save his Klotzer, I'm gonna go for the safe Thunderbolt. Because it'll hit everything except for the Heliolisk. And it goes into Mawile, and it takes him out with the Thunderbolt. And now the game rotates him into Heliolisk. Wanting to save my Heliolisk, I go into Pinsir when I should have rotated just into Absol to go for the Sucker Punch, and he kills me off. And at that point, I figured out he was Scarfed. Now I go into Absol, and I go for the Sucker Punch to take out Heliolisk. So now I'm up 2-1, and his last guy, as you can see, is that Klotzer. So I don't know what he was thinking, because he saw that I had Water Absorb on my Lapras, and he goes for a Water Pulse anyways. I'm just going to take him out with a Freeze Dry. So that's GG's. And I won the 2 out of 3 as my only match that I played, since I was preparing for another event as well. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace. Good night, everybody.